What's up, Padawans? Sith Lord Nation here. And I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. For those of you who don't know, I kind of sort of a big James Bond fan. And, you know, maybe not as big as some out there, but I am a fan. And I was first introduced to 007, I might as well say, when I was still a kid. Can't remember how old I was, but my first movie was A View to a Kill with Roger Moore. So, to me, he was James Bond. He was my first, not Sean Connery. Roger Moore was my first James Bond, so to me, he was the man. And now, you know, the latest news, I heard that they were going to get Idris Elba to play James Bond, which I thought was awesome. An actual British character playing a British actor playing a British character. Couldn't get no better. And then I heard that they didn't want that for whatever reason. You know, hell, if that didn't work, I mean, there's plenty of other people who could have played James Bond, you know, alive or dead. For example, I'm like the 007, you know, and as I go shooting people, bang, bang, you know, it's now, I'm not punching anybody, you know, but I ask for a dry martini, a stirred and shaken. Wait a minute, I messed up. Can I start over? You told me that I'm the 007. And they also tell me that they want me to shoot up a bar and cause a bunch of ruckus. A bunch of ruckus in the bar. And I'm a spy. I'm a spy. And they tell me 007. James Bond, not Batman. I'm 007. Ah. All right. So, I'm 007. You can call anybody. Tell anybody. You can ask anybody. I'm 007. Huh? I'm 007. King Kong ain't got shit on me. I don't give a fuck about no MI6, and I don't give a fuck about him now. Huh? I don't feel like 007 right now. Huh? You know, I'm the 007, yeah. I'm not the Terminator anymore. I'm 007 James Bond. I have a gun. I shoot just like in True Lies. I get to live that character all the time now. Ah. I'm sorry. 007! I'm James Bond, motherfucker! I say I'm 007. What? I drink my martinis, shaken, not stirred. I'm all absurd. What? I tell you, I'm like the 007, you know. And I told him I wasn't right for this part, you know what I mean? I tried to tell him I'm not the 007, you know. I'm James Bond, you know. I'm like 007. I'm 007, you know what I mean? I'm 007. I'm not the transporter. I'm 00. With my martinis shaken, not stirred. James Bond. Well, I'm sitting here as James Bond. I don't know why they want me to play this character. I'm old. And I really don't know or have any insight on any international spy, nor am I British. but if only for a short while. See what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Anybody could have been him. You know, it doesn't matter what race or whatever you are. Anybody could have played James Bond. And for a while growing up, I kind of got cut off from James Bond. Kind of got cut off from 007. And one fateful afternoon, I went to the movies, and I forgot what I was seeing. But they showed a trailer for GoldenEye, and which was the first Pierce Brosnan James Bond. And I was like, wow, James Bond, where's this guy been? And let me tell y'all, I was floored when I seen that trailer. I mean, as soon as I saw Pierce Brosnan, excuse me, when I seen him ride that motorcycle after the plane off the cliff, I was done. I was done. This man literally skydived, just free falled from this mountain and caught the plane and rode out there, and that was the whole introduction right there. Brought me back to the world of British intelligence. It was awesome. And now everybody was, you know, for a while was hating on Daniel Craig when, you know, that James Bond got released. When Casino Royale, when, you know, we got a brand new James Bond, you know, blonde hair, blue eyes, you know, oh, he doesn't look like James Bond, he doesn't look like him. You know, he was hated on for being brand new. You know, it's okay. He was a new Bond, and I admit it took some getting used to for me, because I was used to seeing Pierce Brosnan as James Bond, and when I hear he was pulling out, and this new guy was stepping in, Daniel Craig, I was just like, what shit, man? No. But I got used to it, and I accepted it. And you know, after he made that first movie, which was, I have my collection right here, I'm going to share with you all. Casino Royale. Boom. This movie was awesome. I loved it. As soon as I watched it the first time, I went out and bought it. And then came Quantum of Solace, whatever the fuck. It was this movie right here. This was awesome. I love the opening scene to this with the car chase. You can see part of it right there. I love his car in this. I love his Aston Martin. Oh, God, I fell in love with the car. And then you had his third one come along, which was Skyfall. I got this on Blu-ray, not the other two. Skyfall came this one, and the title song of this by Adele. Whew, that was awesome. And then came his final James Bond movie. And I was so sad to hear that he wasn't doing it no more after this one. It was Spectre. Suave debonair man standing right there. 00, baby. My little small collection. Now, if this can work, you know, who's to say someone of a different race or whatever couldn't do the same? And another thing about, you know, these movies is, like I said, it's car and, you know, the opening of the movies. You know, all the stuff he's doing in this, and, you know, with no special weapons and no gadgets, nothing like that. Like with Pierce, you know, that was what I was interested in seeing with the Pierce Brosnan James Bonds, with, you know, all the gadgets and all the stuff he could do with his cell phone, his car, and that was what I was looking forward to with that one. With this one, I'm just, you know, looking forward to the ruthlessness and the quick, witty stuff, and, you know, because he didn't have all that, he doesn't have all that technology. He just got his fists, and he just would beat the shit out of you. So that's what I loved about Daniel Craig's James Bond. You know, he just added something else to it. And like I said, this is my small collection, and, you know, I'm doing this video because I love Daniel Craig as 007. And I'm so sorry to see him go. So sorry to see him pull out of this role. But I'm also excited to see where the future James Bond movies go. I'm excited to see who's going to step into it, you know. And I personally think Idris Elba would have been perfect, because he's a British actor and he's going to be playing a British character. That would have been perfect. But like I said, for whatever reason, they don't want that. I mean, just take this for example. If the new Ghostbusters can be an all-female cast, then why can't James Bond be black? And just saying, change it up. You never know where it might go. And it might be a hit, maybe not. But I'm just saying, you know, you got to go different routes and, you know, take risks. Like some movies are doing, you know, like Guardians of the Galaxy. That was a different movie than any Marvel movie we've ever seen, and it was a hit. So it's stuff like that. And like I said, I just wanted to do this review because I appreciate Daniel Craig as James Bond, and you know, I love the main openings to any James Bond movie. You know, from the first action scene leading into the credits and the opening credits with the theme song and the Bond introduction and the Bond women dancing and the guns and I love it. I love James Bond when it comes on, and it gets you into it. Every title song gets you into the movie, and I just wanted to give Daniel Craig a hand. Oh, why are you doing this? Why? I can be James Bond, you know? What is the big deal? You know? And I can play 007. I'm in shape. I used to be a rapper, you know? And I can ask the pretty girls that come up to me, hey, say hi to your mother for me, alright? And when I'm trying to be in the James Bond movie, and I want to be in the James Bond movie, but you don't want me to be in the James Bond movie, I mean, I don't know what else you want to do. I ask for a martini at the bar, and then she comes back for me. I say, no, this isn't right. I want a martini, shaken, not stirred. Then she comes back with another martini, and then I can't drink it. I said, I can't drink this. This is just a dry martini. It's not shaken, it's not stirred, it doesn't have anything. And I don't know what to do. I mean, I can't do it. So I had to send it back. And then when she comes back to me, I said, do you want to give me a dry martini, or do you not want to give me a dry martini? I mean, this is going to be the way it's going to be right now, because I'm 007. I mean, come on, I'm 007. I'm an international spy. Come on. So that's it. Like I said, I appreciate Daniel Craig as 007, and we're going to miss him. But this might be a good thing, because we can see who else is going to step into the James Bond role. We're going to see who else is going to fill the shoes of the greats. And the main guy right here, I'll accept him after, you know, seeing Roger Moore and Pierce. I accept Daniel Craig, and he's up there with the A-listers as far as I'm concerned as James Bond. So, be sure to leave your comments below if you want, and tell me who your favorite James Bond was, or what your favorite James Bond movie was, or what your favorite bundle of James Bond movies played by a certain actor was. I don't care. Anything. And I'll be seeing y'all in my next video. Probably be another Star Wars one, because I'm still reading the books, and I'll be having my next book out as soon as I'm done with it. And like I said, I'm also reading another book called Lost Stars, and when I'm done with that, I'll be reviewing that too, and it's going to be fresh in my mind, so I have a lot of information to give to you all. Alright, that's it. I'm out. Sith Lord Nation. Peace.